And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're live. Hi, guys. This is a trial test to see how it works on YouTube. Normally, people that know us know that we stream on Twitch usually.
People know us.
So, we'll see how this goes.
Sound check, banana, toffee, waffle, flange.
Yeah, okay.
Let me go on it first. We do that. It's an E, isn't it? Yeah, EY.
Yeah, EY on YouTube. So, like I say, this is just a test to see how it's going. Click on Creator Studio, see if anything comes up on here. Because...
Check, banana, toffee, waffle, flange. No, I heard that.
I've got...
Jesus Christ.
No,
that came through. I definitely heard that.
Live. Yeah, and it's coming through alright.
I just heard like trying to say flange, just like really loud and stream like, oh fuck.
Breakdancing llama.
Oh dear me. Right, this is something I can't actually monitor through the website from the looks of it because it's not actually giving me anything.
I like trains.
Oh no, there we go, I've got it. I have got it up here now, yep. There it is. Yep, no, we're all there. We're live, we're currently playing. So guys, right. Jonathan, we still need you to accept our invite.
Re-invite me because I was on, as a barricade, so...
Alright.
I had to leave it.
What is barricade got?
Prime chilled.
Already got.
Yeah, chilled rounds, magazine warp and magazine wrap. Sorry, Grenier smite and I think it was Corpus smite, all primed. And then he had the
cosmetics galore.
He did have cosmetics. It was a machete. The machete weird ones.
Right.
Yeah,
We're ranking stuff up, yeah.
we can.
Yep. Saturn or Uranus, guys? Uranus, then. Yep.
Saturn Uranus. But if you just like say it a bit faster, that's on Uranus.
Death detonation mode.
What?
Survival death detonation.
Do I chroma or necros?
Necros. Person.
Chroma it is.
I'm taking Ash, so because I'm playing with my new augment mod where I like teleporting a stealth killer, so I like that. I like.
I don't know what to play.
Well, I'm ranking a boar up, so best of luck with that.
Fuck, have fun.
Put finisher damage on your melee weapon to increases Ash augmented teleport, and it will wipe.
A couple of Gaia. Or Gaia, what are you going to call it? You know what? Gaia. I'm not calling it Gaia because it sounds really weird. I'm not gyrating anything, thank you.
Oh, dear me.
It was made by Canadians, John.
It's like people say T-Rex instead of Tigrex. You don't pronunciate an I-E. It's Tigrex, not T-Rex. Let's not do this.
It depends how many capitals are there.
So what really bothers me in in Monster when they say Tigrex, it's not fucking Tigrex or Alatreon. It's Alatreon.
But it's not a tiger. Alterion, yeah. Yeah. I get that. Alterion. It is the altar of elemental Alterion. Yeah.
Is there a
Alatreon? What is an Alatreon?
No, if you play World right and you first do Alatreon, they go Alatreon. It's like it's not. It's Alatreon. Don't overpronounce it. We're not all American.
They made the game. How dare you?
No, it's the American ones to do that. Because so when you obviously translate from the Japanese to the English, obviously when you do Japanese, the I's are E's, so Tigrex is Tigrex when you translate from from that. But
like as he saw death.
But at the same time, it's Tigrex not Tigrex, because you'd use your native native description or native pronunciation of the word. Tiger.
So,
Rex. Tigrex.
on the same principle, Final Fantasy X.
Tidus, not Tidus. Zidane, not Zidane. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. I hate that friggin' moment. It's the worst friggin' part in a Final Fantasy game, and I've played some awful Final Fantasy games.
So it's definitely Tidus, not Tidus.
Absolutely Tidus, not Tidus. Whoever says
hell
Tidus
says
is
Tidus?
wrong. Morally wrong.
Even in the game commentary, it says Tidus.
To be fair, obviously, the Japanese do actually say Tidus because it is Tidus, actually. But I would never pronounce it Tidus, I always call it Tidus because it's T-I, not T-E.
How dare you? The Japanese made this game. Surely they know what they're talking about.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It is Tidus, but I never pronounce it like that because I don't pronunciate I as double E's.
I imagine Ben's watching the stream going, yes, John, yes, you are right. Yes, this is how this works.
It's like it's the same as Zidane in Nine. Obviously, the actual pronunciation is Zidane, but I'll never say Zidane because that opens a whole different kettle of fish nowadays.
I don't know. Like, fair, I will give you the Tidus and Tidus argument. Like, it's spelt Tidus, it is Tidus. But the way Zidane is spelt, it could be Zidane or Zidane.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. That one pure for because to be fair, up until Dissidia, up until Dissidia, no one really had an inclination of how to pronounce the word because realistically, no one really said anything about the name until it was put in Dissidia.
Yeah. The thing is, like, you've got the American version of the name, you've got the British version of the name, and then you've got whatever other version exists.
It's purely on pronunciation. Always says Zidane rather than Zidane because that's just English language dictates. A and E is Ain. Not friggin' Anne. Oh, technically A and E is Anne, as in Anne. The name Anne.
I said the name Anne is usually a double N-E though, isn't it? Not just one N.
Well, if it's got an E, yeah, it's not. It's double N, isn't it? A double N.
Unless you've got parents that are dyslexic, which, like, given what I know of.
Let's not bring challenged people into this.
Why? Will Abigail get upset?
Maybe.
It wasn't Abigail Singlove, for me last. It was someone else I'm thinking of.
I don't know anybody else that's disabled. Dyslexic.
Okay, no, I wasn't that. No, God no.
This is where I went. My mind went disabled. It just thought and went straight to disabled. I'm like, oops.
Well, there's you
I don't know anybody else that's dyslexic.
Oh, hello, Sakamoto.
That's my YouTube account cancelled after tonight. Yeah, you're right. Well, YouTube, it was fun knowing you. Bye.
I don't know what's disabled. No, not that at all. I'll not give too many hints because, yeah.
No, that's fine.
For different reasons, but
I think I know what you mean.
If it's talking about names of children,
I think I've just cottoned on.
Yeah, if it's talking about names of children, and different pronunciations of the words for those children or those names in particular.
Yes, no, I'm pretty sure I've just cottoned on. Yes.
See you next Tuesday.
No. It's we'll tell you off stream, mate. We'll tell you off stream.
That's what I call my kids.
Well, that's a different matter entirely.
You're a terrible father, how dare you? You're like my real dad.
I'm not.
No, you're not. If you look at Harvey, you wouldn't believe he's yours.
I had to message that actually.
Well, actually, I would. I really would.
I'm going on with appearances, definitely not the fact that he's a little monster that destroys everything in sight, simply because he can. In that case, it's 1000% your kid. Like, there's no arguing that one whatsoever.
If we include appearances, then yes.
But
Is my good.
Sorry to tell you. I don't want to bring it up to you, but he's going to look like me and his granddad. And then he's
going to be bald by the time he's 30.
I would say Gramps, but I don't know what Gramps look like anymore. I've seen him in years.
I mean, he's
really
got more
really.
hair than your dad has.
Just haven't not really, so I've not really seen him.
I'm like 90% white.
It was really, really weird seeing him and I can never pronounce her name. Shira.
Shira, yeah.
No, not Sheila.
Shira. Yes,
yeah,
Shira. As in Shira, or as in like the superhero comics. Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't call her my grandmother because I don't know her personally. That's really harsh, but I just don't know her. I think I've met her twice, 3 times in about 28 years. I don't have a bond with her. Sorry to say.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I think I've seen her and know more of her than you do.
Yeah, it's just very sad. Just a lovely person. I just don't have a bond with her like that. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, you've never been given the chance to get one though, have you? So.
No. I think he called Bloody Gramps his name, and yeah, I don't really have Gramps, to be fair.
Ken.
Oh, I know his name. I
didn't know if you knew his name.
When I'm not on stream, I'll say Ken, but to be respectful, I'll say Gramps. I know.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, I don't really. It's lovely people, as far as I know, but I don't know them well enough to have a bond with them. Unfortunately. But such is life, isn't it? Such is life.
Aye, that it is.
Llamas drink with penguins while breakdancing and dubstep.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? Imagine penguins dancing dubstep, just waddle around everywhere.
Well, there is a crab one out there, I know that much, because Olivia likes to watch on YouTube.
Yeah, there is that the crab one from Laugh. I don't know why, it's really just obnoxiously stupid.
It's like a load of crabs on an island doing a dance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Olivia likes that.
What's all about for next year?
Also, right, the mint mocha at Greg's is fucking grim.
Yes, I'm well aware.
I am on today because it was free, so I thought, I'm just all the stock.
Down.
Oh, you are. I'll do the stock take stuff now. Never mind, I was right there. No, Dan's right there. Never mind. Yeah, I also got a free one from the app. I got really itchy nose today. God damn, I'm not picking my nose for everyone watching. I'm just got really itchy nose.
He's digging for gold.
Someone's got to find out, haven't they?
Well, I mean,
No,
given your afflictions and your
What, coke addiction?
You want careful with that one, Jonathan. You are on stream, online, live. You know, if your work sees that and they don't understand that it was a joke.
Oh no, my work will definitely know it's a joke. Tell you over. Yeah, they know I've never done anything like that because I don't.
What?
I don't touch drugs.
You never said drugs.
I was thinking more along the lines of the reason you've got the nose the way you have.
Right, are you hate crime me, Daniel? Are you hate crime right now?
Well,
you
if I'm
doing?
gonna get cancelled, I might as well go all out.
You calling me a Jew? I mean, you're right, but technically you're a Jewish family. I'm not necessarily Jew. I don't follow Judaism, so I've refrained from that. I'm not a Jew person.
Oopsie. Just had a text off Abby. People are trying to sleep. Guys, cover me while I hide in the corner and close the living room door for me, will you please?
So is half the world and they're not complaining.
Viewers, I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just going to put you on Be Right Back while I close my living room door.
Of our prime just to get kills because the wrong jack is a horrendous weapon when you haven't got Carl.
And we're back!
All ribbons, all the rest of it. You should send her a message back.
Saying?
So is half the world, but they're not complaining.
No, she's got work in the morning, and I really don't want to put her in a bad mood. Because she's going to
And
have
now
a bad
Daniel
mood
is
tomorrow
single.
as it is.
Oh, it's gone.
That's
Oh,
like I did today.
just stuff at work, mate. Stuff at work.
The pasties weren't fucking fresh enough.
You know what it is, right? The Greg's up the road from the office, right, by the Shell garage in Felgate is actually really nice. They always have like fresh stuff out, because obviously it's not like massively busy, so they don't cook a lot of stuff. Unless it starts running out, so they get like 1 or 2 pasties left in a fresh batch.
Oh no, I know it does.
And it's really nice, because I always go there.
Did you know they have to now sell hot food?
No. Do they?
Yeah.
Did I know what?
The Greg's outlets now have to sell hot food.
The outlets? No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They don't have to sell hot food in the slightest.
The one at where? Wall's End?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to her last behind the counter. She says, "Oh, did you know that all the outlets now have to sell hot food, even though we're not equipped for it?"
Don't know why.
They don't have to sell it as hot. They don't have to sell it hot. The customer can take it. It's basically
it's not that.
The hot sandwiches
It's,
that get sent in.
It's so. There's been an issue with some content. That's all I'm going to say there.
Yeah. They get sent in hot sandwiches because they've got toaster ovens, the toasty ovens to cook the hot sandwiches. As for selling hot food, none of them. Yeah. None of them actually sell hot, fresh food, because if they did, they'd have to sell it at the full retail price, not the outlet price.
Yeah. I kind of thought as much, because, like...
Some of them sell soup. Like, the one in South Shields has soup kettles, so they can sell soup. But the one, Abby's one, doesn't have the facilities for that, obviously, so she doesn't. Plain and simple.
I would be surprised if hers had anything, to be honest with you. I'm surprised it hasn't been burgled. Just for, like, a friggin' microwave or a toasty maker.
Well, not this year, no. But yeah, go on, John.
Does Abigail's Greg? Abigail's fault. I'm dead. Abby's Greg's even have screens above the counter, does it?
No. Well, not
cool.
Not TV ones. No.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
The only screen they've got is for printing out labels.
That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, I know. I mean, when did Abby get a Greg? I mean, if he's willing, hey, if he's willing to pay the rent for the house and he's willing to pay for food, he can. You know, I don't mind.
Everyone's going to cook all the
Everybody has a Greg.
I've
got one guy called Greg who pays rent.
I couldn't care less how many fancy men she had, as long as he paid bills, you know.
Everyone can be cook held for a price.
Well, there's a video on TikTok at the minute where a bloke answers his wife's phone, and the bloke on the other end asks for her, and he's like, "Well, no, why? Who are you?" He goes, "Well, I'm her boyfriend." And he's like, "You what? I've been married to her for 7 years." And he's like, "Well, you can tell her I'm not going to pay for the Netflix anymore, or pay for the internet, or pay for the rent, or pay for this." And the bloke on the other end of the phone, the husband, he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was just a joke. I'm her gay bestie, you know." Like, no, I'll pass her on to you now. As soon as he finds out that he was paying for all the bills, he's like, "Yeah, no, you carry on, mate." Cost of living nowadays, man. We can't afford to be picky.
Nah, it's all about sharing now. Let's bring the cost down.
Holy shit. I'll share anything with you, John.
Lovely man.
I know.
Disgusting.
I know you keep trying to give us away to your brother's mate. I know.
I don't want him. Not in that regards, anyway.
I'll take him anyway. 2 bedrooms.
I could be your personal manhole.
I mean, you always told me.
You
Don't you
already
take...
are, you know, like...
I mean, I'm already game. You don't need to tell me on this. That's how you buy
Oh,
one.
you're cancelled.
That's how you buy one, get one free. I'm in for one version, get both. Oh, Tony, do you know what we do at some point? Do you know what wood you put out in the shed? Probably to
Yes,
get...
it's ready.
yeah, you need to probably get that cut down at some point, get some shelves up.
I mean, I'm gonna regret saying this, but I got wood.
Is it more applying?
Did anybody else's screen just flash then, or was it just mine?
Just yours.
Motherfucker.
Goodbye, Daniel.
I can't afford to go down. Like, bloody
I
hell.
just-
My version of
Universal
Axe is
Weapon.
very squishy since I put this thingy mod on, because he's got no shields anymore compared to what he used to have.
Shields? I still need no shields. What you saying? Abby! Beaver egg banana cake.
What? How's everybody's levels coming along?
No idea. I'm not gonna lie. Let me check.
Look.
I got
I am
78
max
level.
on everything.
Your max on
near-
everything.
I'm 29 on
I
plates,
can leave
21 on
now.
check.
I am invisible, so I can check mine because I've not really been using me weapons. I won't lie to you.
I've been using driver the entire time. I keep...
Cool.
Links isn't bad, but it's not great, if I'm being
15
honest.
and 24. 15 and 24, not bad.
Rumble Jack is horrendous, so I'm not gonna use that.
Well, I'm using the boar. So I'm kind of like relying on you two to use your primary and me be within affinity radius.
I'm just tripod anyway.
As long as I'm in affinity radius of you two, it's fine, you know?
Have you got the free 2-day booster?
Yeah, of course, everyone got it for the weekend.
So yeah, it's... Affinity booster in it, so just
Yeah.
use that.
Oh, I have been, but my boar is...
Eyeball.
My boar's...
Eyeball.
To use your favourite quote, it's like using a pea shooter, mate.
It's like shooting peas at an ice block.
Yeah, it's...
You can do it, but it'll take 5
That's
50 minutes to
not
get
the
through.
word she said to me.
I say it's fucking shit. I say it's one of the
Well,
worst things I've
those
used.
words.
Yeah, no, I'm on Jonathan's side on that one, it really is.
It's one of the worst weapons, up there with the Gorgon. And I'm not gonna lie, I've used the Mitre a bit more. I'm having a bit more fun with it, but... so I'm still gonna pick it natively over something else, because let's be honest, I prefer my semi-automatic and automatic rifles.
Yeah.
However, that might be the crippling, Call of Duty player in my head. I haven't played Call of Duty in years.
No, neither have I, actually. We'll have to look at
There's
getting one.
probably a reason for that.
It brings out the absolute friggin' worst in me. Like, the absolute worst.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Oh, it's horrendous.
I can tell you the last time you played a Call of Duty. It was 2 years ago at Uncle Adrian's.
Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, he had it on his PS4.
I never played PS4. I was on Switch the that time.
No, he had it on his PS4. He loaded it up, and me, you, and him had a quick go on an online map. Like, he did a go, I had a go, you had a go, that sort of thing. We only played like one quick go on it, one quick mission, but other than that, that was about it.
Well, that's kind of really...
Quick shot at everybody in the head with his pistol.
It's surprised I used to be really good at Call of Duty. It used to be really, really good. It brought the friggin' worst out in me, but I used to be really good at it. But I couldn't pick it up now and be that good anywhere near. It definitely was, because I played it a long time.
Yeah.
Like Black Ops 1, I will always hold dear the fact I was number fucking 2 in the world at Sabotage at a given time. And I will hold it to my deathbed, because it's somewhere on Facebook in a photo, and I will hold that to my deathbed. Like, I couldn't do it again. No chance. I don't... Well, my brain wouldn't have been able to handle it 'cause I'm an old man now. But I haven't played in that many years. It would take a long time to get that good again.
We'll have to look at getting like a game like that for the PC, and we'll play it on there.
Actually, the last one I really put a lot of time into was World War
I
II.
am off to extraction because I am falling asleep.
There's a surprise.
You heard of this
I did
wonderful thing?
overtime
Sleep.
today. Overtime, I tell ye.
Overtime, yeah.
Are you telling me or Daniel?
Well, I was supposed to finish at 3:30.
Oh yes, and you finished a lot later than that.
Just a little.
Well, to say you had a head start into extraction, like, I've well and truly beat you. Like, who the hell are you bringing? Like, Rhino? Mr. Slow?
Chroma.
No, really. I was being funny.
None
And
of
there's
these.
Jonathan bringing up the rear.
Oh, well. I didn't know you guys both in distractions. To be fair, I was just shooting things. I won't lie. I think both said it, but I know you said it to me, but I mean... I was killing things.
I can teleport and attack your second skin. That's creepy.
Chroma.
Yeah.
But can you have Excalibur fight for you? You can't, can you?
Well,
Okay.
not right now, obviously, because I'm an Ash. Ooh, what's that?
Tony, come back, you...
Tony, come back, life support. And he falls off the... Idiot!
Gone, but not forgotten.
I did so good.
Hey, the Plinks is max rank, Warjack's 24. That's fine. I can deal with
To say you
that.
did that with one eye open, you did alright,
You think I had one eye open?
Alright, half an eye open then.
You got melee kills, I do stand there and just like press A.
Everything I had was maxed, and 2 of the weapons I went in with were rank 0.
Oh, well, there you go then. You've got like quad affinity booster though, haven't you, though, to be fair?
So I mean, got double booster from the event, and I've got an affinity booster anyway.
Yes, you get quad EXP.
Yeah, rub it in
Oh.
both of yours.
I got mastery rank available. Woo! Number 16, the Eagle.
Yeah, and you're upset.
Okay, run. Right, don't run. Take your time, Tony. I'll prepare my stuff for you.
I just logged in and got a 23-hour affinity booster.
Prick. And that's me putting that nice, you absolute prick.
Thing is, I don't need it. It's redundant for me to have one.
There's
Give
always
me-
one.
A moment, I'm gonna see what master rank 16 is.
I will see you all later. Good night.
Later, buddy. Take care.
I'll
Enjoy.
try. I make no promises.
Why not?
Because it's hard work to unlock my phone.
That's fair.
Good night.
Good
No,
night,
dude.
buddy.
Defense test. Test requires players to defend the crypod for 3 waves of 25 to 30 corpus. Wave 1, 8 enemies. Wave 2, 12 20. That's piss.
Oh, yeah. Do it if you want.
I only need to take snow globe. It's like taking frost to snow globes. Like, why? Why?
Do Sarin.
I can just now take an Equinox, just can switch to a night and then switch to Daemon, so I just pop final ability.
Mm-hmm. There's that, yeah.
Just redundant saying that. Taking frost, use snow globe. Why?
Go and do it now while I sort stuff out, then, if you want.
Absolutely. I can name it Master Rank 16. Woo. We're getting there.
Rev.
Annoyingly, I need to get more prime parts to do cats so I can get some mods, but I can't be bothered.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Not so much for the mods, 'cause I still need to get my Paracesis built.
I just say to me, I can't test. Well, the squad is active. Seriously, we'll leave the squad. Just do this.
Yeah, leave this.
Should not keep me on my pick mission in the first place.
Usually it does straight away, but didn't want to today.
I know it doesn't want to go practice. Because it creates a whole new instance.
Yeah. Maybe if you did practice first, then I don't know.
Possibly, I don't at this point either, to be fair.
Nah.
You know, you take yourself compared to others at the same time. Yes, when the thing's got 500 shield and 5,000 health, I'm pretty sure I'm capable of killing like 24 enemies. And if I'm not, then I'm be questioning myself. So I'm pop Metamorphosis, summon the night version, and then pop the final ability.
And then you're laughing.
Literally. Because don't look at that damage over time as soon as it close.
Cool. Right, so while you're doing that, I'm going to do a quick syndicate mission. What do we want? We'll do exterminate on Phobos.
I can't believe you did Syndicate mission.
Why? Do you need the stand-in with them?
Not particularly. To be fair, I can't level up on Protect until I get the Estella Prime Barrel anyway.
Alright, yeah, I still need that, I know.
And as for my Suda, she's rank 4, and I should say, like, rank her up to rank 5.
Yeah.
I don't know what I need, I have to double check what I need. Something.
Lex
Well, this
Prime
is-
Barrel.
For rank 5?
Oh, I don't know.
I've got
I'm
rank
sitting
4.
on that. Yes, I'm sitting on that. I can rank.
Yeah, we got it the other day, yeah. Because I got it the other day with Tony, and you, because you didn't get one.
Day, yeah.
And then you got the next day when we did the farm the other day.
Yeah, I remember now.
The Axie ones, or Acti ones? I don't remember what it is.
I can't remember.
I'm getting old to remember these things. I'm 29 soon. Get far too old to remember these things.
Okay, Tenno, a lot of people are depending on you to get this done.
Easy, love, easy.
What?
From the Syndicate. A lot of people are counting on you to get this done. Like, well, yeah, I've got a weapon that does 122% crit chance and, like, 12% crit damage. Like, it's not going to take long.
But Daniel, people are relying on you. To do what you're destined to do, Tenno.
Yeah.
Murder of families.
Actually, I'm murdering robots right now, so...
I mean, it's a futuristic world. Why can't robots have families? Are you saying the robots aren't complex enough beings to be able to create families with their AI?
Mate, by the time this future comes around, there probably won't be families because people would be too busy complaining what gender they are still.
I'm not even getting into that conversation. That's a whole different.
Give it another 10 years, you'll have people identifying as friggin' pineapples and avocados. Or then again, they can't really identify as avocados, can they? Because they've got nuts.
It's like, you ever watched anything from Jordan Peterson?
I'm on TikTok, mate. Of course, I've seen things from him.
Some of the stuff's quite good. I mean, don't believe everything you listen from him and like anything like that, but there are some very valid points, and it comes across very
He comes across very articulated and very, like you say, very valid.
Like, as controversial as Ben Shapiro is another one. So I don't personally agree with anything some things he says.
Ben
but
Shapiro, the comedian.
he's not. No, not a comedian.
Oh, I'm thinking of someone else.
Yeah, he goes around doing talks about
No, I was thinking of Dave Chappelle
transgender.
because he does. He's a comedian and he does lots of
Yeah.
well, controversial topics,
Mm.
to say the least.
So it's like, I wouldn't. I don't actually agree with what he says. But sometimes I don't know. It's just like the way he argues and the way he comes across. It's just so well done.
Yeah.
Sometimes you kind of listen going, oh, that's actually a very valid point.
And that's
Whether you
why
do it or
people
not,
don't like people. A lot of people like that because they can actually hold a valid argument.
I'll give him credit where credit's due. He's very well articulated and does come across his arguments very well. So it does make you go, he's actually made a good point. You don't have to agree with that point, but the point is he still came across and gave you proper evidence and reasons behind it and general facts or belief facts.
Yeah. Well,
opposed to just shouting at you.
I miss the days that everybody was allowed an opinion and they were allowed to be heard. Nowadays, it's like if your opinion's different to somebody else, you're wrong. Just flat out wrong,
Oh.
and you don't count, and you're the bad guy, and you're gonna get cancelled, and
That is why I don't share my opinion on things, because it's a lot easier.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
But at the same time, they scroll on YouTube, you see little shorts. I can see him or John Peterson pop up, and
Yeah.
there are some where I think he's come across in a stupid way, but then the others where he just absolutely broke someone down in such a meticulous but constructive way, and it's just like you can't be mad at it. Is the thing. It's like he's obviously putting out his own thoughts and opinions. Yeah. So obviously he's not right, but he's also not wrong.
Yeah.
Just because you don't agree with him, he's not wrong.
Now, the two I get come up most often, obviously, on TikTok is Jordan Peterson, yeah, and Andrew Tate, and 9 out of 10 of the Andrew Tate, 9 out of 10 of the Andrew Tate ones I swipe past because he always seems angry, and I get what he's doing. He's using the way that the certain people speak. He's using that back against them. I get that, but if I want to listen to someone arguing a point, I'd rather listen to someone like Jordan Peterson, who's reserved and calm and actually talks and explains something rather than like shouting and aggressively getting a point across. Because that's just it makes me not want to listen to him.
What's things like was when Jordan Peterson was being interviewed by I can't remember her name for the life of me. Which is quite a prominent.
I know
feminist,
the one. I've seen
journalist.
that clip a million times. Yeah.
And she goes on about obviously the patriarchy stuff. And he puts up some really good valid points. Obviously, I don't say agree with all of them, but again, it's the fact it just comes across so well that he makes his points so well. Then you go, actually, hang on, he's got a very good point. Whether you agree with it or not, it's dramatic. He still made a valid and good point.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
I'm never going to go, Ben Sharp is a really good person, because he's not. He's an absolute scumbag. To a certain degree. So some things he says are just mental. But there's other things where he does come across very well. And say, that's true, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the type of point of debate, you don't have to agree with someone, but at the end of the day, if someone comes across a proper, solid argument and point, you have to applaud and go, you actually put together a clever argument and a clever reason. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll say, if someone's willing to sit and talk and be respectful and polite, I will sit and listen to their interviews and their talks all day, every day. But it's when you get the ones that are hypocritical, shout and scream, talk over others, don't actually ever make a point, that it's just irritating.
Yeah, no, it's like there was the Andrew Tate interview with Piers Morgan. And obviously Pierce, being Pierce, does obviously talk over people and stuff like that. So you know he's going to get a rise. And he brought up a time where Andrew Tate's... I do not agree with Andrew Tate in the slightest on 99% of things. However, there was a time when he said the women hold responsibility for being raped. Now that's not exactly what he said.
I know.
It was a different thing, but it got twisted in so many different ways. That's what got him cancelled in the end. And it's like, when you listen to the whole explanation, you go back through it all, it's like, oh, actually, hang on. He didn't say half the things that he said. But of course, because of the way he said it, it comes across like that. If you said it probably in a more articulated way, chose his words carefully and properly, and actually took consideration of those that have been in that position, then he may not have found himself cancelled. But it's the fact he didn't consider other people. He just said what he said and spewed what he said. That got him cancelled.
Yep.
Rather than being respectful, to the point, articulate, but considerate. But you can have that opinion if you want. His opinion was that women hold responsibility because at the same time, if he was holding stupid amounts of money, then went out at like 1 a.m. in a dark alley and he gets mugged.
Yeah.
I can't get the thought process behind it, but he's not right.
No, I know what you're saying.
The thought's logical, but it's a wholly separate different situation there. But there are always going to be terrible people in the world. The one point I did agree with is like, you teach people not to steal, but people still steal. Like, yes, because again, there are many other external factors, not just including people are fucking horrible human beings, but there's obviously other forms of, well, all sorts of different things. And I hate the fact that it's the world.
It's the state of the world as a whole is a horrible place right now.
So that's what I'm saying. Is like there's I don't ever watch crap like this, but it was, I think there's a group of women and a group of men, you know, like sidemen bollocks that KSI and that do.
Yeah.
There's one similar that was on there, there's an American one, and they're about there's this group of, I think, like early 20-year-old women who are faker than most Barbies. Are adamant on the fact that a man should do this, a man should do that, and a man should do this. It's like, if a man said that about a woman, they get absolutely destroyed.
There's loads of videos on TikTok about that, like, you know.
And it's like, there was one about, oh well, what do you think a man should be earning to keep you? And she went, oh, millions. Like, well, hang on, you just knocked out 95% of all men. So what if it's not attractive? Well, 2 million. It's like, well, so you're putting a monetary value on looks. She went, no, if he's really good looking, I mean, well, it's still, you're putting value on looks there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another one was on about the fact that it was a feminist arguing with feminists.
Oh, that's good.
About,
oh, hang on, one of us is about to be invaded.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, feminists arguing with feminists. It was about obviously men take most of the risk in marriage.
I've seen this one. Yeah, it's blonde woman.
Yeah, blonde woman. Yeah,
I've seen this one.
Obviously, realistically, men take all the risk getting married because if you know, years down the line, choose to divorce, and if you've got kids, you can take the kids, no questions asked.
Take the house,
you get half his money,
the money,
no questions asked. You get the money, no questions asked.
What does a man gain out of marriage nowadays? Nothing.
At one moment, loyalty is, well, hang on. At the minute, the split between, you know, is infidelity the right term for cheating? It is infidelity, isn't it? Infidelity, yeah.
Yeah.
Adultery, basically. The percentage on that was nearly 50-50.
Yeah.
But men still take 90, like, all the responsibility for all the risks for getting married. I was like, that's, I mean, she's not wrong. It's the sad part. There's another one's like, well, most women want a man who's a 9 or 10, but you're excluding other factors. You're choosing the top 5% of men.
Which, if a man turned around to a woman and says, "Oh, I don't find you physically attractive. I don't want to date you," all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, and she came across really well and made some really good points. Again, I don't really get involved in that because I don't personally care enough. You know, I've got my own opinions on these things, but when someone puts across a good point and does it really well, it's like, oh, bloody hell, that's a good argument.
Yeah. I tend not to watch too many of them videos. I tend to swipe past most of them because it's all the same thing. When you've watched one, you've seen them all.
All the same.
But say sometimes they can be quite, I would say eye-opening, but being a man, I experience it anyway. So you know,
I've never personally dealt with any inequality. I've worked in IT for 12 years, and if you do the job, regardless of what you are or who you are, who you sleep with, anything like that, no one gives a fuck. As long as you do your job, they don't care. Mm-hmm. Personally, I've never seen some things that people say they see, but there are definitely still happens.
Oh yeah.
And it's very unfortunate. But unfortunately, I can't have an opinion on something I don't actively
witness or experience. Yeah.
I can't say I've ever seen that much inequality in the workplace because every job I've worked in, you do the job the same as someone else. You have the same level of experience, qualification, like you can get paid the same.
Yeah.
That's just like one aspect, and this is inequality. I've known some people make some inappropriate remarks. Definitely make some inappropriate remarks.
But it goes both ways as well.
It does go both ways. I've seen the opposite also be true.
That's the thing. It's like that's what a lot of people seem to forget is that actually does go both ways. Like women can be just as bad, if not worse, than men for like the way they speak and the way they act, but
Also
it's
just-
accepted. It's accepted for them apparently.
This is the whole thing with equality. I will go back to that blonde woman. She made a very valid point when she said about someone making about gender pay and equality. Like, well, do you want 50-50 women split in the army? Went, no. Men are much better at it. They're much more physical. Well, hang on though. That's not equality. That's not true equality, is it?
Well,
You don't want to be equal in the roles that require more physicality. Therefore, that's not being equal.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, we want more women and etc. in the higher senior positions, right? Had they earned it? Had they had the same level of experience, same years, same direction?
yeah.
It comes down to so many different factors, and it's baffling. Like, I know many female senior females in positions that I couldn't hold a candle to the flame in how hard they work and what they do, ever, because they're just so ridiculously good at their job. So that goes both ways. I know full well there's probably some people I've seen that go, yeah, I can't get anywhere near his level. Not I'm good at my job necessarily, but you know.
I was watching one the other day. They were talking about the American army. They've in order to allow more women to pass or to get into the military, they've had to lower the physical fitness test requirements. And people are saying, do you think that should be right? And they're like, well, yeah, because obviously the women that have tried can't do as well as the men. Like, yeah, but then you risk having an inferior armed forces, because if they're lowering it for women, they're lowering it for everybody, and lowering it for everybody means you're going to get like a lower percentage of elite. I mean, the American armed forces can't hold a candle to the British ones anyway, so like, let's be honest. They're not really getting elite, are they? They're just getting people that are trained to shoot first and ask questions later. Just like their schools, really.
This is the thing. I don't think there's inequality in the army. I just think there's a lack of women who want to go into the army. And that's not because of any other reason other than the fact there's a lot of physicality in the army. And unfortunately, there are very few women who want to do that kind of work.
Yep.
Or manage to pass the training, because it is quite a grueling thing. And it's nothing to do with your gender, it's just biologically, unfortunately, some women are not as strong as some men.
No.
So it does have a general impact on the number that go through the training. And then you get some who argue the fact of, well, we should make it easy. It's like, no, they really shouldn't. Because if you make it easy to get into the army,
people that shouldn't be in are being accepted.
Yeah, it's like, if I try to get in now, my fucked shoulder, I would question why the hell they accepted me, because my shoulder happens to twinge when I'm shooting a gun. God knows what the fuck can happen. I can end up shooting an ally, shooting innocent. Anything.
You could end up just blowing your shoulder out, and then what use are
Yeah,
you?
exactly. I'm disabled in the matter of the army anyway. So that's the thing. It's like, you can't lower the requirements, the physical requirements, because they'll literally make or break. If you don't do it, there's a reason you can't get in the army. And yes, you can work at that. By all means, you can work at that. That's the type of being physical.
The funny thing is, I did read about that, about them lowering the physical standards requirements, right? And even still, only 5% of the women actually passed it.
This thing is, it's quite. There are some women in the army who are ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen.
Absolutely ridiculous. There was someone that's on bloody like YouTube, that sort of thing. My God, her strength was ridiculous. But that's the thing. It's like,
I've seen.
That's such an uncommon thing. Not saying it can't happen, but it's just so uncommon.
Where is it? I know there's one there.
Yeah, I'm all for equality. If equality is deserved. I'm not for equality's sake.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get at, really. Because there's no point claiming equality when you're not truly being equal. Like, there's unfortunately a minority of feminists, as there is a minority of men that do not behave the way they should.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the minority of feminists are quite vocal in this day and age.
It's always the minority that are the loudest, and it's always because of that the minority get what the minority wants.
In the argument's sake, yeah. It's unfortunate it is in that regard, because I absolutely agree with equal rights. It definitely needs to be a thing. There are definitely issues that occur. I don't personally see them. But that's because I'm speaker privilege. I'm very privileged to not have seen any of that. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen. I've just fortunately never seen it happen.
Yeah.
But again, that goes both ways. I can guarantee there's probably, women in a lot of organisations that have seen the exact opposite also be true, and vice versa.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not taking anything away from anyone. There was a video I watched the other week saying it's not equality that people are wanting, it's equity. Because the demands that they're asking for it isn't equality. Like, it isn't to be treated equal, it's to be treated better.
Yeah, I think everyone should be treated better regardless. That's the key thing. Everyone should be treated how they should be treated. Every man, woman, child, pineapple, tack helicopter, whatever you want to be. I'm just using those examples. That's pulling off my head. But
Don't forget a slice of toast. I want to identify as a slice of toast.
Butter or non-butter? That's the true question.
Actually, no. I'm white. I'm not allowed to be toast. I've got to be white bread.
No, you can have white toast. Just like slightly. I mean, you can get. I don't know. That's a whole thing, isn't it?
Very grey area there, isn't it? Like.
Yeah, but no, it's everyone should be treated better, regardless. And I think, unfortunately, that's the case that's missing. And everyone seems to equate that to something or other, for argument's sake, when it's not. It's just that no one is treated how they should be treated. Women aren't treated the way they should be treated. Men aren't treated the way they should be treated. Men aren't protected the way they should be. Women aren't protected the way they should be. Domestic violence is a big thing, not just affecting women, but it seems to be mainly women that call it out because men are too scared to call it out. Same with mental illness. A lot of women call it out because they feel a lot more comfortable to call it out. There's a lot more avenues for them to call it out. Men don't, which is why there's high suicide rates in men, and so on and so forth. But again, that's all relative.
Suicide rate in men than there is women.
Well, I think that's all relative because it's generally speaking that at the time the population was more men than women. So again, that's kind of all relative. Which is another ball game. It's like, at what point do you get relative arguments into it? It's like, well, 10 women to every man. Are you truly equal? No, because 10 to every one.
Right. Anyway, we've gone on about this for more than long enough.
Yeah, it's just a topic I like talking about because it's one of those ones that, if people don't take a side, you get a little more of a conversation. And I don't want to take sides in that because no. I'm not an Andrew Tate of the world. I'm just a me.
You're just a you, are you?
Yep.
See, we're going on about things like that, and there's you identifying as a bloody sheep.
I'm Eeple.
I thought Abby was the Welsh one, not you.
No, I don't take sides in it. It's better not to. Though I have to phrase that. I take sides where there is a reason to take a side. I don't take a side for sake of taking a side.
Just be impartial. It's easier.
Well, it's not because there are issues. Naturally, there are tons of issues in the world. So no matter what people say, everyone needs to be treated better. Whether it's fair or not, it's relevant that people need to be treated better.
Disturbed have got a new track out or a new album or something. I haven't looked at it.
Speaking of that, TikTok and all that crap. Did you see that shop owner? I think it was in America. I think America. I can't remember if it's America, to be fair. But got rid of cold water. It might be America actually, and poured it over a homeless woman outside of his shop and recorded the whole thing.
No.
That's fucking disgusting. The woman fell asleep. It was fucking freezing outside. I can't remember. It was Ray William Johnson on YouTube short thing. It was like 40 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in degrees.
Cold.
It's very cold. It's like fucking 5 or 6 degrees from Riley, but yeah, he got like a cup of cold water, just poured it over her. I was like, that's such a stupid thing to do. And one, it's such a fucking immoral thing to do. If you're that bothered, call the police and have her removed, like, nicely. Or ask her. Just wake her up and ask her.
Yeah.
Such a stupid thing.
It's the world we live in, though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it's why charities will always be a thing. If you don't treat people
I'll be
with
glad when
respect,
this war's finished so I can get rid of the bloody thing.
it's awful, isn't it? Absolutely horrendous. A fall to a shotgun that feels like a bloody pea shooter shooting ice blocks. Or shooting at an ice block.
It feels like it's shooting cooked peas as well, for that matter.
Yeah, just bouncing off and mushing, yeah. Well, Daniel, there you go. If you weren't cancelled from YouTube, you definitely are now. And if I'm not cancelled from every form of online platform, I definitely am now. Well, I won't be actually, because...
So I'm waiting for it.
well... I wouldn't be, because... No, you wouldn't be either, because you don't say anything bad.
In fairness, mate, I've got 2 viewers. Like, that's probably just me and you. You've probably got up on your phone to monitor it. I've got up on my phone to monitor it, so chances are... It's... it's not going to matter.
Oh, no.
Like I said before, though, I keep seeing all these videos coming up all the time, like, this is the reason why you've got no views. I keep getting people complaining they've got no viewers, and, like, I'm not doing this for viewers. That sounded wrong. If people want to view my videos, by all means, I am happy to... No, I'm happy to have you. I will sit and talk to you if you want to chat with me. I will, you know... Hell, I'll give you a link to my Discord chat so you can come and join the conversation with us. Hell, if you put your camera on, you'll be on the stream with us. You know, like I'll do that sort of thing. But I'm not doing this with the sole purpose of gaining viewers. I'm streaming my games lately because I like doing it. I like setting it all up. I like turning it on. I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying who I'm playing the game with. So I might as well share the game, you know?
Seen it there.
Like, personally, I really couldn't care less if I have 1 view, 1 million viewers. I'm doing it for me. This is my escape from the world, and I'm doing something I enjoy doing.
I should enjoy playing games, to be fair.
But I stand by what I said. If someone wants to come and join, if I get any viewers and they message me and say, hey, you know, can I join in the conversation? I'll send you the link to my Discord chat. Like, you can come and join us.
Just don't get involved in political conversation with me.
Yeah.
So I can talk for a long time.
No, I'll happily send a link to my Discord chat.
One thing I miss with Grandma, because also we had wildly different bloody political views. Yeah. But we could debate about it for hours.
It was good. Like I do miss that about Grandma as well, is the fact that you could have a conversation with her about anything and everything, and you might not agree with each other, even at the end of it, you might not agree, but you will both walk away at the end of it with a deeper understanding of what the other person's opinion was.
Last things I remember, I can't remember was it when, I think it's when Brexit was first a thing, like, you know, 8 years ago or whatever. I remember having a big fucking out with Grandma.
Yeah.
Bad promises, like, I've suffered much. What did you have when it became a whole bloody thing? That's where a whole song and dance. It wasn't anything like shouting, then we had a whole song and dance, which had some pretty heated arguments. And that's was like, oh, do you want a cup of tea? Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, end of.
it's like, yeah, we're done now. Cup of tea, live a life.
Yeah, I do miss that.
Because it's like, well, you don't have to care about someone's opinion. Everyone's going to have one.
Yeah, you don't have to share an opinion. You don't have to share one. Just respect other people's.
Unless the opinion is complete stupidity, then that's a whole different ballgame.
Even then, if somebody turned around to me tomorrow, right, and said, well, I think the Earth is a slice of pizza, I'd be like, okay, why do you think that? Like, here's the reasons I think that it's not. Here's the reasons I believe that it's a round ball. Tell me your reasons. I might not agree with you, but I will respect the fact that you have that opinion.
It's the only thing I can't do. I can't deal with conspiracy theorists. Some of them.
Oh no, that's it. I'll never agree. I might not agree with said conspiracy theorist. I might not like their opinion, but at the same time, I will respect the fact that they've got an opinion and that they've sat and spoke to me about it, rather than, again, it goes back to what we said earlier. If someone actually sits and talks instead of shouts, I will happily sit and discuss anything with anybody as long as it's a civil conversation.
Yeah, I struggle with people who believe the Earth is flat, and that's nothing.
So,
I get that people believe it is. Absolutely. You can't you just can't fake the. I'm sorry, you can't fake the evidence.
No, I understand what you're saying. I really do. I don't understand it myself. I don't understand how people can believe that it's flat. I really don't.
Scientifically, logically, everything about it does not make any logical sense if the Earth was flat. One would have water flowing off as like a waterfall, and two, and then would be freaking dry because who else producing that bloody water for one, and two, what happens if a ship falls off? Where's it go? Float in space? What space?
Would you believe I've heard lots of arguments both for and against the Earth being flat, right? And the one I've never ever heard is the one you've just that second mentioned. If it was flat, all the water would run off, and where would we replenish the water from? Where would the water come back from?
We're not Asgard. We're not a floating planet that's going to suddenly miraculously get water back because of mythological bloody magic. That's not how it works.
FYI, your version of like Asgard, which is like,
I know it's the Marvel. I'm just saying that as the example. I'm not using that. Don't use anywhere. I'm not literally using Asgard as an example. By the way, as to that, my ops director is a big fan of Norse mythology as well. He has Norse tattoos. I didn't quite realise at first.
Yeah.
I saw him. He's got Mjolnir on his chest like you have.
Cool.
The chain, the necklace.
Yeah.
I saw him about when we were doing the stock take. I was like, oh bloody hell.
Well,
I meant to ask him about it today.
Well, obviously, I've got my Mjolnir, but I've also got Mjolnir tattoo as well.
I'll have to try and find a symbol for it, but he's got some of the like similar symbols, like the similar runes to what you have in your chest, on one of his tattoos on his arms.
I would show you, but it's too far and dummy jumper.
Well, I know. I can't remember what it was on his arm. I have to try and find the image again. But it might even be Norse, but it just looks incredibly similar. I don't think it is.
By any chance, does it look like 3 triangles interlinked?
No, that's a different thing. He's got. I can't explain it without seeing it and showing you, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll know what it is. Like, because it's a lot of people get very similar or related tattoos, sort of thing. So I'll know roughly what it is.
It's almost like tree branches, with what appears to be obviously it's in one circle. It's not tree branches. It's like a one focal point with lines coming out of it, with what appear to be runes at the top of each individual line, almost like branches. But I just couldn't tell what the markings are. I have to double check and find out if I can find it again.
All right.
But the runes look incredibly similar to what you have on your chest. Like,
well,
I wonder if that is.
What I've got on my chest is I've got Yggdrasil. Top half of it is Yggdrasil. The bottom half is Mjolnir. So it's like Yggdrasil, Mjolnir combined, and then going around it, I've got the Elder Futhark, which was the alphabet basically. So if he's got any runes on him, guaranteed one of them at least, or guaranteed that they'll be the ones I've got on my chest.
Yeah, I meant to ask him about today because he does deliver a lot of Thor and stuff as well. So he's quite big into like. Well, the fact he's got Mjolnir, it's just like you definitely you definitely like Norse mythology. And he just specifically mentioned Norse mythology today as well, but I can't know all about. Actually, it was about Love and Thunder, funnily enough, because he thought Love and Thunder was freaking horrendous.
Yeah, so does everybody, apart from the actors that were in it.
Still trying to defend Taika Waititi. He's good director, but it's not Deadpool. It's Thor film. And I'm sorry, the mighty Thor, aka Lady Jane, did not use friggin' Mjolnir to cure her bloody cancer. She got cancer from Mjolnir. One key huge vocal point there, big massive difference. She was also not that big of a character.
It kind of was curing her but killing her at the same time. Like every time she used it, it was actually draining her but at the same time, it was also stopping her from dying at the same time. It was weird. I could be wrong. I wasn't really watching it. Like, we put it on and I ended up playing on my phone.
I've got the exact tattoo. It's a Viking tattoo. I've got the exact one right here, straight away. It's the Helm and Oar tattoo. I will show you this image, and I knew I'd find it straight away.
I think I know which one it is.
It's so he's an ex-soldier as well, so it could be linked to the fact he's an ex-soldier, because Helm and Oar was quite a common phrase. But it's that one there.
Alright, I'll have a look at it in a bit then. Do you want to head to extraction?
Oh, sure, yeah. Christ, I didn't see. I'm already maxed, to be fair. I've been maxed for a while.
I am not entirely maxed, but there's no immediate hurry. I was just thinking the fact that we're getting swarmed like hell around there and I can't really actually see what I'm doing.
Fair. Yeah, I knew I was finding straight away as soon as I typed in Norse tattoo, because I knew it was a Viking tattoo.
Hell before, did you say?
Helm and Oar, it's called. The Helm of Oar tattoo. The Helm of Oar had another name, the Aegis Hammer, or I'm going to try and pronounce that in Nordic. The Aegis Hammer, the Aegis Hammer. The design of the symbol includes 8 armed spikes that point out from the centre. In fact, the symbol represents the protection and superpower. Many Vikings wore the symbol to join wars, because they believe the Helm of Oar sigil or sign endowed them with protection and courage to win any enemies they might face.
Yeah, no, I know the one, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he's also got the Valknot tattoo as well, which is the 3 triangles.
That's
I could be wrong about that.
I was thinking about. That's the one a lot of people have, but I didn't know you knew the name of it.
Yeah.
The Valknot.
I know he's got that tattoo. The first one.
A lot of people also have. I forgot the name of it now. Let me find it. Let me find it. Vegvizier. A lot of people have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it and it was Viking, and I was like, yeah, I know exactly what it is, but I couldn't for life remember what it was.
Yeah, the Helm of Oar. Generally used for protection in battle.
Do you make sense giving me this soldier?
At some point, I'm getting my one edited, added to, where I've got the Yggdrasil and the Futhark going around it. We're getting Jormungandr. I'm going to have Jormungandr going around that as well, by eating his tail, so it's like going around the world sort of thing.
Makes sense.
Oh, it's after midnight. Resource drop, chance booster, credit booster, and neural sensors. What's yours?
I got resource drop chance boost for 5 hours.
I got 17 hours. Nah. Right.
We're going there. Hang on. Are we going there, are we? Let's have a look. So I have... let's look on mine.
1 second. 1 minute. Well, thank you for watching any viewers we've had. It's been great sharing with you tonight. As I say, this was just a test, and it was a trial run just to see how streaming to YouTube works. I will be watching it back at some point, finding any errors in the audio, any errors in the video, finding out how to improve. But like I said, this was just a first ever one. First trial, see how it worked. We normally stream on Twitch. Username's at the bottom of the screen right now still. I share the same username for everything, whether it's my TikTok, my Snapchat, my YouTube, my Discord, all of it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night, and goodbye.